I regularly run pot pouring workshops, so today I decided I wanted to do a pot pouring video to share with you. But before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you for visiting my channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you're enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, comment, and stick around till the end because I do have a surprise for you. So I've got my pot all ready. See, I've got it basically on a pot stand, and I'm putting it in a tray because I'm planning to collect the skins, you know, once this has been poured, so I can make some jewelry. So this is going to be a bit of an experiment for me. I'm actually mixing up 1 cup and then I'm going to pour it over the pot and see what it does. Then I'm going to mix up the 2nd cup and come over and see if that sort of changes the pattern in any way. Because in the past what we've done, I've tended to just pour the whole pot. But now I'm interested to see if I pour in 2 different sections, what happens. These are the 2 cups we're going to be layering into. But like I say, I'm going to be doing 1 first, then I'll do the 2nd. And the pouring medium that I've got in these is a Holcroft pouring medium. And I'm just testing it to see what it will be, how it performs on pots. This one has Floetrol in it. So let's see. Right, time to start layering. I'll just get it started and then I'll probably speed up this bit because it can take a bit of time. But I just thought I'd get it started so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the white between the 2 colors. Just shake things up, just to create some separation. And I actually might even put a little bit of gold between each one. And now I'll go with the blue. I have no idea how this is going to work out, but let's see. So you can see my cup is poured. It looks really pretty. Now I'm just going to get started, but I actually am going to go around from the middle because I want to make sure it runs down the pot. I don't lose too much of my colors or my paint. You see how it's going round. Gosh, it's quite trippy. The colors look really cool. I'll move the pot around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm not liking how I'm losing quite a bit around the lip there. But I'm just, this is a new thing. So I'm just going to take it around and join it up to there. And now I'm going to do the same again and start pouring from the top. I'm not really worried about the top of the pot because that's the bit that actually you don't really see because it sits on the ground. cover that bit there. No, didn't like that. So I'm I think what I'm trying to do is making sure that I've covered my pot first. Then I will come over with pattern in my second cup. So take it, so where I've got gaps like here now, trying to do it so you can also see what I'm doing at the same time is a little bit tricky. And there's quite a few gaps there. So that's a big gap. I want to fill around those lips there, those lines there. I still have actually got quite a lot in my tray, so I'm not worried because I can pull up from the bottom of my tray. Fill up that gap there. So I've definitely got quite a bit left in here, so I'm just going to toss it onto the pot rather than waste it. So I just thought I'd show you. So this is what I call the first pour. So I've let the paint just travel down. I've touched up the gaps, and now I'm going to mix up my cup. What I have noticed is that there's not that much of a distinction between the turquoise and the cobalt blue. So in this second round, I'm actually going to put a deeper blue in. So I'm going to do these two colors with the gold and the white. And now I'm just going to go around the top of the pot. I'm just going to keep pouring this down. Just staying at the top of the pot. As you can see, I've sort of pulled up, just letting it travel down a bit. And now I'm just going to just keep on going and see what happens. I sort of want to go a little bit into these areas, see if I can take it down a little bit. Go a bit slower as I go around. And give that, I didn't like that. But it's quite interesting, the difference. Sort of when you put the first layer on and then you come through with a second layer. It's actually quite nice. So some of these spots, it's like it's struggling to travel, which just annoys me. To try and see if we can get some paint to travel in those areas, like get over those sections. I think it was good to put a darker blue into the second layer of paint. But it just, these areas here are frustrating me. So I've used a completely different pouring medium to what I usually use. I usually use Floetrol, but today I'm testing this Holcroft. Not sure what I think of it, to be honest. So I'll just take, as I go around, I'll move the pot around with me. Just show you that falling down. So it was quite lumpy. So I'd be interested to do this again, but with a different pouring medium. So I wanted to share the results of the pot pour. To be honest, I wasn't that impressed with it. It looks a little bit like a muddy mess to me, which is a bit disappointing. Why I wanted to test out the Holdcroft pouring medium is I actually recently ran a kids workshop and we poured on little terracotta pots, but I used the Holdcroft pouring medium for that. And I found that everything dried really, really fast. And usually with when I use Floetrol, it takes a while to dry. So I thought, oh, I wonder how the Holdcroft will perform in a big pot, which is why I decided to do this experiment. And why I wanted to do it in 2 cups was sometimes I find if you do it all in one big cup, you know, you're taking so much time for the paint to sort of pour all the way down that you lose your pattern. And because by the time you've got it all the way to the bottom of the pot, it's got quite muddy at, you know, when you pour the rest, the last of the paint out. So I thought, well, if we try and do it in 2 cups, let's see. But like I say, I just think this is a bit of a muddy mess. I found it very gluggy. I found it moved on the pot really slowly. It was quite hard to manage. And so I definitely won't be using Holdcroft pouring medium on bigger pots. Maybe I'll still stay with the little pots if I'm doing things for kids, but not for the bigger pots. The bottom of the pot actually looks the nicest. Anyway, I did mention that I had a surprise. The surprise is I do actually have a pot pouring course on Udemy. I can include the link below. So if you've enjoyed watching this and you're quite curious about creating a whole lot of pretty decorative pots, please definitely go ahead and grab that e-course. I cover different pouring styles, different ideas, and also different ideas to decorate your pot so you can embellish the pot, if that makes sense. So the link will be below. And for the purposes of this video, I do think that was successful in that I won't use Holdcroft for pouring pots or big pots in the future. I will definitely have to re-pour this pot. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the video.